Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. Today we are trying a heap of the Revolution Pro range. This has recently become available at Priceline. It has been out for a little while. I've been picking up things here and there. Haven't tried them all yet, so let's do that together. But first, before we do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. First, let's get you straight and then go check out what is going on. Okay, so I've pretty much got a full face in the range. The few things that I don't have, I have grabbed from the Revolution normal range in any case. So what have we got? Well, we have, and I will take my glasses off in a minute, we have got the Skin Glow Perfectors. There is a CC there is a CC Enhancer, which is a gold illuminating product, and then we have the CC Skin Tint. So these are color corrective. The Skin Enhancer is light reflecting technology, high definition radiance, luminous skin finish, and the tint is with vitamin E, shade adapting technology, high definition radiance, soft focus skincare. I've got the shade light. There's a few other things, but first you can see I've got a little glow happening. For those that are, I've got two products I'm going to go in first before I go in with them. I have the Blur Stick Plus. It's a universal face primer, so we're multiple priming today. This will be interesting. Universal face primer with vitamins B5, C and E. This is a blur stick. It mattifies. This is what it looks like. Look at that. It is 30 grams. Looks are deceiving. This feels really heavy. I'd say there's a bit of weight in the component because 30 grams is your standard foundation. No, it's not. 30 mils is your standard foundation. So I'll take my glasses off here first. So you can see there's just that bit of glow. There is that new Patrick Star primer that is out that's super mattifying. I actually think that this will be comparable, and maybe it hasn't been getting good reviews, so this might be an alternative. Certainly a lot cheaper. Can you see how that's instantly mattified my face? It's taken all the shine out. Look here. Like, look. See there to there? You can see the line where it's runs straight across there and then the shine is still there. Look at that. So if you are a sweaty Betty, shiny, oily person, don't have to be a woman, this might be the product for you. It's not silicone based, it is skincare based though. It feels quite hydrating on the skin. So whilst it's mattifying, it'll be interesting. I'm not sure how this will be for, now that I'm feeling it, for oily, but it's certainly mattified down and I'm rubbing that in. Now, the next product that I've got to try, gotta wish me luck on these because there's a potential for this to be a hot mess because of everything that I'm putting on my face before I even get to a tint. This is the Blur Instant Line Eraser. So it looks like a lipstick, looks like a clear lip gloss, and you can put it anywhere. It helps improve the appearance of pores, fine line smoothing, reduces excess shine. This has isonol, synthetic. It's silicone based and wax based. So just bear with me. I'm going to put where, this is where my pores normally really show up. Right there. Now when you're using anything with silicone in it, you are best to press in with your finger, just so that it really gets in there and to help it absorb into your skin, because there is the potential for everything that I'm laying today. We're not doing a wear test with it, just because if I wanted to do a wear test, I certainly wouldn't put these two products underneath and then the product straight over it. I'd go away for half an hour possibly, and they're going to be hydrating products, and this certainly is silicone, but I just want to see the effect. So it says that it blurs. Let's go along where, not that I have a huge amount of lines on my forehead, but let's see. I do get that in between my eyes, and I've got quite the one there. And they say you can even use it on your lips. Okay, let's go under the eyes, shall we? And tap that in. Oh, as I said, look, does it smooth out the lips? I mean, I'm just going everywhere at this point, aren't I? I've probably used way too much. Again, the trick to these is to use them very sparingly, just because of the slip in them. And, I mean, I don't know. Has it made a difference? Absolutely no idea. Certainly the blurring stick has immediately mattified. But now we're about to go in and add some illuminants back. Okay, so this is the CC Enhancer. I'm assuming you know CC stands for colour correcting. Give that a shake, put your finger over the end and give it a shake, because that is quite runny and I had a little bit of pre-juice come out. So this is in the shade Gold, and that is what it looks like. So it's got quite the reflect in it. Looks very similar to a lot of the other products that are on the market. I'm going to use a brush. Okay, I can tell you straight away that if we're going into the family of illuminating products that are on the market, this reminds me immediately of the L'Oreal Glotion out of everything. And at full price it is slightly cheaper. I think this is maybe $22 full price. Obviously keep an eye out for a sale, but look at that, that glows come straight back now. You can wear this on its own, like with all standard ones. You can wear it on its own or under a base product. That's just a nice amount of glow, particularly because I'd taken all the glow away. Yeah, I'd do that with nothing else over the top of it. Okay, next up we have the CC Tint. Now these are adaptive technology. What do we mean by that? This is a shade Light. The shade, there's light, light, medium, dark and tan. So there is only the 4 shades that I could see, and it is adaptive, meaning that I'll just squeeze some out. It comes out white. It has little spheres in it apparently that will burst. We've seen these on other products that will burst and will give you some colour. Now let's see if this does what it says. I've put way too much on here, but I wanted to show you what it was like. Now, I am going to use a brush to start with. You can see, well, let's do this here so you can start to see it change. Or not. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. There you go. It's starting to change there. I don't know what was going on here. It's starting to slightly, as I said, I wasn't sure how much coverage I was going to get out of this. It is a light coverage. It's not going to give you a mass amount of coverage no matter what. And I'm going to go in with my fingers now, just because of the type of product that it is, in that it needs a bit of pressure to burst those colour pigments. Has it given me, the scent's quite nice, has it given me much coverage? It's evened out my skin tone for sure. I don't have my redness on my nose. It's better than the ABH balm. I will tell you that. That's not bad. I have got a damp sponge here, so we might put a little bit more on and see. The issue that I have with it, we'll just take off that gold enhancing. Who's the idiot? Which means we definitely need to put more on now. I just wish it had something, this light might be a bit too light. So I think I'm in sort of between the light and the medium. Okay. Now, see this? Look at what it's doing to my skin. You need to use your fingers, I think, your fingers or a brush to get that bit of pressure on there. Because that's what breaks these tiny little spheres. It's hydrating, but yeah, definitely need to use your fingers. A sponge will not cut it. In this instance, I don't have a concealer and I don't want to go in with anything too heavy, so I'm just using the normal Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Concealer. And this one I can use my sponge with now. That's just to give a little bit of coverage under the eyes, because I don't really go up that far with it. So it is a light coverage. I'm just saying if that's sort of oxidizing a little bit. You can see, what have I got going on there? Okay. You can still see my freckles through it. You can still see all of my skin through it. But I'm not mad at that. I like my skin to look like skin. The main thing is, obviously, it is a CC cream, so the big issue that I have of not wanting redness around my nose, it has absolutely colour corrected that. So light coverage, but definitely colour correcting. Okay, so I have set my face down, done my brows, put some eye primer on and put some hydration back into my face. That has all been done with Revolution products. It'll be listed down below. The eye primer is an older one. I get really nervous when I move away from my MAC, but we are doing it in this instance. Next up we have the Glow Edit Cream Bronzer. I have the shade Medium. This is it here. I think that was a shade I meant to get. We will soon find out. Okay, so dense brush. Ooh. Oh, okay. So I probably don't need to get any more, and this will be enough. I probably could have got the shade Light, but I am about to try a fake tan that's been sent to me, so this might be right for it. It's just, oh, that's working. So they have the tubey bronzer, that contour that's like Charlotte Tilbury as well. I did not get that because that sort of style of product, those tubes, I've got some of those tubes here in their blush in a second, and that's about the only product I'll get in those tubes now. They had a highlighter. It looked beautiful, don't get me wrong. Just not a product that I use. I've got a few over here and I just don't reach for them. Now the side of the nose. That's all right. It's quite firm. Look, I would probably use this more on with a different product, not so much with this because it is such light coverage. So yeah, I think that that would be better on with a slightly more fuller coverage product, to be honest. Next up we have going in with, look, I have the matte blush in the shade Bitter Peach, Buttery Peach. Obviously I had to pull this out because I just sort of have to. Again, it's got these, I'm not the biggest fan of these applicators. So that is the shade there. Let's see the Charlotte Tilbury. Well, they're not the same colour at all. At all. That's okay. Good for me because it means it's from a different family of products. So let's go in. What I'm going to do is, you can dab this straight on. Oh, okay, yeah, no. Oh, I've used too much. I squeezed too much out. Let's see how we go with this. This is an interesting shade. I'm just taking some of this off because, as I said, I definitely used too much. It's more of a peach than this, which is the Charlotte Tilbury one, which is more of a coral, to be honest. It is, however, lifting a little bit of the product underneath, which doesn't normally happen. So, just going back in with a sponge. It's lifted a little bit of product there. And whilst I know I've got powder on and this is a liquid over that, I never have that issue. Oh, do I? No, I'm not going to go in with more because I've got another product to go over the top of this. These products I have to use in a different way, I think. It's lifted right there as well. So this is the Hydra blush. So it's another one. It's a cream, but it's a... Oh, look. Did the Charlotte Tilbury do that? I've accidentally screwed that off. Wait. Oh no, it doesn't just come off easy though. Okay, that's not a bad thing. Because I'm not going to squeeze it out. Oh, maybe I should have done. Well, this is just a disaster, isn't it? Okay, don't screw it off and squeeze it out there. Squeeze it out the top like a normal person. Not like me. I'm not normal. I've just made a mess. So this is it here in any case. And I've got a product I want to compare this to in a minute. That's how it looks. Look at that glow. This is like a blush lighter. This is more orangey. This is a nicer shade than what is underneath. Guys, do I look like a clown? We're going to be able to save this. Before I do anything with that, what I want to do is just compare something. And I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. Can you see them? This is the Dior, this is the Revolution. Not quite the same, but very similar. I need to fix this up. I'm looking a little ridiculous. So, I'm getting my brush and just going around the edges of this. I also think I probably look a little bit ridiculous to me because I'm looking very, very, very pale. I think that light shade is just too light for me. Could really do with being a little bit darker. I need light medium. Not light, not medium. I need light medium. Okay, we now have the Sculpt and Glow. This looks like the automatic thing that you go is, oh, it's a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Glow Glide. Is it? Or is it more like the MAC product? So this is a light bronzer. So we're just going over where I placed the cream bronzer. This I actually quite like. I've used this once already the other day. She's nice. Just under the jawline now. I'm just trying to warm up the perimeters of my face, given that this is also pale. This is all down too low. It's just, this should have been up a bit higher. Not everything's a winner. Okay, now going into the highlighter of this and just dusting over the high points of my cheeks. And this will actually, dusting it in the center part of my face where I am the lightest, is going to warm that up as well. We're trying to save this, guys. I think it might be operator error. I don't know if it's necessarily the products or me. Okay, let's go in with, they have these 5-pan eyeshadow palettes out. I thought I'd unsealed everything. Of course, Priceline. What are you going to do? They seal everything up with 1,000 pieces of tape. So I've picked up, is it No Regrets? Is the neutrally sort of tones. I picked this up because it had both lightness and depth to it and a bit of shimmer. The other palettes that I looked at were not such a variety. I felt that every other one that I looked at needed something, was missing something. this was about the best option. So let's see how we go, going in with the lighter shade now. So it's a warm, not quite peach, but it's certainly not a flesh tone. Sort of like a warm camel shade. And I just wonder if I would have been better off wearing my MAC paint pot, because to give it the fair go, but this is where we are. Okay, so that's the first, that's a transition. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, going into the next shade now. I mean, do we even have to ask? We're going to use them all, aren't we? Tucking that in to start to build our gradient. And the other side. I need to do is stick my fingers in these in a second. Just sort of a cross between a circular and a windshield wiper motion. Back into the first shade. Actually, that's not bad. You could do these two and that first shade, chuck on the lid, and you're done. Right, let's go into this darkest brown. It's not as deep as what I would normally like, but it should be deep enough. So it just gives it a warm, it's quite a nice bronzy look. Look at that, that's easy. Now, Revolution can be really hit and miss with their products. That's the thing. The products that are good are great. The products that are average really sometimes miss the mark. I'm not going to go too much more than that. That was just super easy. I really like where that is at. Now, we've got two shimmers here. It's the first time I've stuck my fingers in them. So this is quite gold. This is slightly not as yellow based, leading more to a sort of bronzy champagne. I mean, did it need both? Probably not. What probably would have been good, you could have had just one of those and a near white lighter than this, or in matte, or even a really light champagne in shimmer. I need to go back into there because I'm just trying to work out what would be better. Okay, so we're going to use this. This is a smoother formula. This is a bit chunkier. I'm going to use this over the eyelid, and then we'll use that, the gold, more in the inner corner, I think. It's a really nice, this would be a really nice palette to take away on a holiday. Gives summer, bronzy summer vibes. Like if you just wanted to look tanned and bronze, not my face. Like, I think this is a really easy palette to use. I'm just going to use, I don't have an eyeliner from the Pro range. I don't know if they have one. I do have a Revolution Nude liner though. I'm just sticking that in my waterline. you guys. Don't know what time you're watching this. Probably not the time that I am filming it. It's lunchtime. Yeah. My tummy's telling me it's lunchtime. Okay, so going in with the brown. You know what? You don't even need to do that like a liner. Let's just go straight in with a flatter brush and just run that, because it's not so dark that you have to be careful, and you need to have then another colour to smoke it out. It's just got the right amount of depth. See? I do like that. Now getting a little bullet pencil and going into this real gold now. Don't know if it's doing much for in there, and in fact I'm going in with this over the top because I think I'll keep that fairly matte there, and then we might just put that gold in the center of, just to give it a bit of, yeah, see, that gives it just that bit of dimension. That's better. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Like that. So, and then just over, going back in, I haven't put anything extra on my brush. We're now just doing the blend, yeah? So just going back over the outer edge of that. And again, nothing extra on the brush. It's literally just finessing the blend. This is starting to come together now. Now that we've got this warmth happening on the eyes, this doesn't look so crazy. I like that. Okay, so I have just lined my lips with a Revolution liner, and they have this. So they have, I think there's 4 sets. So this is blush nudes, then there's nudes, pinks, maybe reds. But let's go in. I'm going in upside down just because it is easier than unsealing the pack. I've got my glasses on because, my God, I can't tell you what I just went through trying to peel the plastic off that. So we have shades are Cashmere, Tease, Stripper, Elevation and Turnabout. Now I'm trying to put these in order. So these are the 5 shades here. So top to bottom we have Cashmere, Tease, Stripped, Elevation and Turnabout. So I think I'm going to go with Cashmere on the top, just because it is probably somewhere in between my cheeks and my eyes, which is this one here. It's a sort of a satin matte formula, I think, is how it feels and looks. Is that a... Actually, that's really nice. Then the other one that I thought about was Turnabout, which is this one. Just slightly lighter. What I'm going to do now is spray down my face with the trusty Revolution filter, set it down and come back and do mascara. Okay, so now that we have set this down, you can see this is sort of more melted into the skin. It's looking a lot better, thank God. I'm telling you, trust in melting your makeup together. So last up we have the Highflyer Triple Threat Mascara, 24-hour length, lift and define. Made with my cell to condition lashes. I've got the shade black here. This is where Revolution has never wowed me before. So it's like a teeny tiny little brush. Let's see how we go. I'm really particular with mascara. I'm stopping because, right, I'm really particular with mascara. There has not been a Revolution one I have ever liked at all, and a lot of them I have troubles with when I first use them, and I just go, ugh, hasn't blown me away. I'll stick to my tried and true favourites. This I like straight away. It's not too wet and it's not too dry. She's just right. This smaller brush, no doubt I would have just gone cross-eyed then to you. This smaller brush feels really nice in the lashes. It feels like it's gripping at the root of my lashes and coating them, and it's definitely think it's giving them everything it says. The lift, the length and define. It's not making them look clumpy, which a lot can do, and I am super guilty of, because I like to put a lot of mascara on due to how heavily hooded my eyelids are. It helps to detract from the hood on the outer corners. This is really nice. This is really nice. This I think is going into my rotation. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I don't want to stop. I just keep wanting to see what it'll do, but I am going to stop. That's a winner straight away. That. I like it. I like it. This is where we are. This is a really, I feel like it's a nice holiday look, hey? Okay, so I did go a little bit ham on the blush and the Hydra blush, but that being said, have I got blush blindness, or does it actually look really nice now? I don't think you probably need to wear both of these at once. So, you know, I was really concerned that it was lifting the product underneath, but actually maybe you do need to lift it. This now has all settled in and you can't see where the product lifted. My skin, I do still look a little bit pale here in this area. But let's just, if I pull that there, I'm just going to grab this bronzer again, and because I went underneath with the, I don't know if I went here with the powder bronzer. I'm just going to warm up, come up a little bit higher than what I normally would, just to warm it up. So then this looks like it's just highlighted. I do wish I had gone down quite as far with my blush. I need to, that area there, which I'm not about to mess it up by trying to fix right now. I'm really happy with how it's ended up. What didn't I like in amongst it? About about the only thing I'm not really sure on is this. I don't know if it's done anything. I can still see my lines. That is really good if you want to matte down. The Illuminating CC cream, the first one, the gold, really pretty. Reminds me very much of the L'Oreal lotion. As I said, the tinted CC, I wish it was just a smidgen darker because I do look very, very pale with it on. That being said, I do have bronzing drops I can probably put in and warm that up a little bit, because I'm not going to go and buy the other shade and mix them, because that was very, very, very warm. The medium was way too warm. The tan, way too warm. So my only choice was really this. But I could mix a serum with it, some bronzing drops, and see how that goes. I do like how it has taken that redness out of my skin. It really has just color corrected while leaving my skin to do its thing and not cover up freckles and stuff like that. This might be the best range from Revolution yet. They have been doing really, really well. One of my favourite foundations of the year is from their normal range, which is their Skin Silk Serum Foundation. That is brilliant, and it's in my top 5. I'm just not sure where yet. Absolutely in my top 5 of the year so far. But overall, I like it. I like it. I like it. This is quite good. They're really upping their game this year, so let me know what you think about it. I mean, if you go ham on your blush, don't forget setting spray. Whether it is this or whether it is something else, a setting spray is designed to melt products in, and that's what it does, and it takes some of the intensity out, makes it melt into your skin, makes it look heaps better. I'd go check them out. I would go check them out for sure. Until next time, my friends, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends. Come along, hang out. I think I'm going to see how close I can get that and the Dior looking. Might be another dupes video coming up soon as well. Until next time, my friends, take care. Bye.